Hi guys, the next solar light in my Friends and Family Gold or Garbage series, where I've been given several solar lights out of my friend's garden. They're all pretty awful. This one I've already had a bit of a look at. I've taken the batteries out of it, I put them on charge. They don't look bad, there's not very much discoloration on them at all, but so I put them on charge. They took a bit of charge. That was last night, and they've lost it again. So they're not holding any charge, no capacity in them. So they might as well go straight in the bin. I did put a couple of other nickel metal hydride batteries in there. Just put the meter away. I suppose we ought to talk through what it is. So this is the bit that faces the sun. That's the solar panel under there. The cover looks particularly misty, but looking through it, the panel doesn't look much better underneath. We will have a closer look in a minute. This end is where these posts would go on it, and on there, so it would stand fairly high in the garden. And this just twists to remove it, so that could do with a wash, clean it out. Oh, some of you sharp-eyed people may have noticed in quite a few of my videos recently there's been little bugs moving around on the table. And that's because I've had these solar lights apart and little bugs are dropping out of them. Anyway, so take the cover off. We've got 3 LEDs. I think this is supposed to be silvered, and it's lost the silver. So that would have helped project the light out. It says Homebase on it, 702.05/798972 0000006852. So that's some serial number or other for Homebase. MK9 2NW. I think that's probably their address, Milton Keynes. Just here it says open close, which is this. That's the 2 batteries I put in there. They are not particularly good batteries, but they do work. We will take this apart in a second, but if I put that back on again and switch it on, look, we got light. But if I hold it up to the light, they're not switching off. So the sunlight ought to make those go off. So I think there's absolutely nothing coming out of the solar panel. And also that switch is a little bit intermittent, to put it mildly. So we'll have a look inside. See how many little beasties we can find. I said I'd done a bit of work on this already. That was just replacing the batteries. I haven't done anything else. I haven't looked inside yet. So this is you and me together. First look inside. Don't squeal if there's any big spiders. Right, is that going to come apart? Is there another screw? It's sort of moving. I've got a feeling I might have to unscrew there as well. Can't feel a screw head in there. No, I reckon this has got to come apart this way. Is there any screws underneath the batteries? Nope. No. So what's holding it? Can't be all the spider's webs. All right, I will progress this a little bit off screen, and then we'll come back. Yeah, I've not seen any other screws, but we've got 2 holes there. Back in a minute. Well, I can't see that anything was actually holding it. Eventually it just popped off. Wires are a bit short that go to the no, wait a minute, there's a bit of hot glue there. That's what popped off. There's a lump of hot glue. That's got the wires stuck underneath it. I'm going to squirt a little bit of oil under there, see if we can loosen that hot glue, bring it off, because that's what's holding it. There's a very short black wire there, goes under that hot glue, and then there's plenty of slack. So it's just a matter of getting that hot glue released. Right, if you've seen my other videos where I remove hot glue, my preferred choice is, I think they call it rubbing alcohol. But WD-40 is supposed to do the same thing. It just gets underneath the hot glue and releases it from what it's stuck to. Once you've got it started, that is of course assuming this is hot glue, and it looks like hot glue to me. Ah, I see. It's a big lump of hot glue going through under there. In fact, it was the positive terminal. So it's hot glue on the positive terminal of the solar panel, which also caught the black wire, the negative. So there's our circuit board. Can we get that out there? Yeah. So that's the positive that went on the solar panel. That's the negative. Not much in the way of spiders' webs, or spiders' nests. There's been a lot of helicopters going over today. You can probably hear it in the background. Don't know why. We'll have a look at that circuit board, see what's on it. Quite a large chip. Let's zoom in. That resistor looks like it's about to fall off, rusted right through. The one next to it looks pretty rusty, and that inductor looks a bit rusty on the end. We'll have a look what number's on the chip, if it's got a number. Oh, in fact, oh yeah, there is. Can we see that? Can't see it clearly. Rub it with my oily finger. Did that help anything? I think we can just about see numbers on it. Not entirely sure what those numbers are. That's right. There we are. Looks like MLS dash something 10911. This end doesn't look so bad. That resistor looks okay, that diode looks okay. And then we got writing. Help if that was in camera, wouldn't it? That resistor looks okay, that diode looks okay from here. Then we got red and black, or black and red, and SOL for the solar panel, and then red and black to the battery. What I might try and do, well, I'll put the batteries back in again, but I might try just putting a random solar panel on the end of the wires and see if that makes it work. Well, straight away we might have a problem. What we're looking at there is the end of the wire that goes to the solar panel. And you can probably see it's black instead of a nice copper colour. And if I try scratching the surface off it, it doesn't suddenly go nice copper colour. I think what it is, I think it's copper coated steel wire, and the copper has degraded. So the chances of actually getting that to take solder are slim. I mean, we seem to be getting a little bit of colour there. Well, we might be lucky. We'll see if we can get some solder on there and make contact with a solar panel of some sort. Before I do that, I will just take these other screws out, see if we can get this off. That one just broke, I think. I think that one did as well. I think that one did. So I think we've got 3 broken ones. Yeah. Yeah. That's just the heads popping off where they snapped. So okay, so that's supposed to be nice and silver, no doubt, and that's supposed to be nice and clean. Good old glass panel. Looks a bit iffy in the middle there. Might be able to make solder connection with it. Not sure about that end. But I can't make any termination on the back of the solar panel. So I'm just trying to manually hold the wire in place, and I don't think anything's happening there. No evidence of anything happening there. So the next thing is to disconnect those wires, or wire, the one that's left. to a solar panel that we know works. Yeah, that's switching off when we connect a solar panel to it, so there's enough power coming from the panel that I'm using, which is enormous, to turn off the lights. So all we're doing there is proving that that circuit board is still working, even though it's pretty corroded and grotty. But is it worth going any further? That panel is not doing anything. Rough guess, what's that, about 60 by 60? Yeah, roughly. So I'd have to buy another panel to fit in there. I seriously don't think it's worth the effort. I suppose just for fun, I could put those batteries back in. I took them out and put ordinary zinc carbon batteries in there. Put those batteries back in, put that cell on it and just see if it does charge up during the day and discharge at night. That would just prove whether that circuit, whether the charging part of that circuit works. I say charging part, all it really does is diverts the power. During the day when there's power on there, it diverts the power to the batteries, and at night when there's no light on there, it allows the batteries to discharge through the LEDs. Yeah, I might do that. I might just rig it up temporary. Right, we'll leave that in the window ledge like that. Don't think I can cover that well enough to actually, oh, there we are, yeah. So that should be charging up the nickel metal hydride batteries I've put in there. So we'll have a look tonight. Well, it'll have to be, we'll have to let those discharge and then see if it recharges them tomorrow. Right, 9 o'clock at night, sun's gone in, so we can actually see the LEDs have come on nicely, but that's with the batteries that are charged up externally. So we'll have to wait for tomorrow to see if they actually charge using that solar panel that I've got there. I've got a couple of other things alight here. That one's another one that I've found in my bits drawer. Just put a panel on it and that seems to be lighting up all right. This thing's working fine. Owl with the red eyes. And that one. Well, it's just coming up to 1 o'clock at night and the battery has run down far enough for that to be flashing away. So that must be nearly flat. So tomorrow we might be able to find out if it charges up. Just out of interest, that one's still glowing. The others have gone out. Right, it's the next night, Tuesday the 31st of August, 9 o'clock at night. And you can see that one's actually run down, but it was on, so it's charged up using that panel. So we know that the circuit in it does actually work. I'll just turn the flash off so we can see it works. You see the other ones are still working. Interestingly enough, let's put the flash back on again. That one's already run down. So that makes me think that those panels on there, although they work, they don't work very well at all. So I might have to replace them as well. So we can reassemble that one. I've got a new panel on order for it because that one's much too big. I've got one that is 60 by 60 millimeters, which is the right size to fit and replace the old one. The only thing is it's going to be a higher voltage, so we might blow things up, but we'll try it. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.